Hi everybody, I'm back again with the second video of the day. This is the second figure that came in the box that I received yesterday. The first one was Black Widow, which I've just done a video on, so check that one out. And this one is Thor from the movie Avengers, played by Chris Hemsworth. So as usual, I'll give you a head to toe look, show you what he comes with, and just tell you a little bit about the figure in general. First impressions, as always, love it. Very nice figure, this one. Great one to add to my collection. I didn't buy the original Thor that came out from the movie Thor, so I couldn't tell you for definite which one is the best, but looking at videos on YouTube and pictures on the internet, this one definitely looks much better in my eyes. And loads of other people who have commented and videoed this figure have also said the same. Obviously I can't give you the definitive answer to that, but I love this figure. There's a lot of differences between the two. You can only really tell when you put them side by side. I've seen a few videos of that. There are differences to the clothing. The head sculpt is obviously the big main difference. So we'll start with the head sculpt. Does look like Chris Hemsworth. Certainly looks a lot better than the original version that they brought out. The hair is a lot better as well on this. More of a sort of a wet look. Bit more life to it than the original figure. Again, judging from what I've seen on the internet. Great paint apps on the face. Is his little stubble of his beard coming through in his tash. Sorry this camera isn't focusing, it's focusing on the box behind. There you go, much better. This side of his head, hair's swept back a little bit more. Very similar to the photo in the background. Articulation wise, no problem with the legs. The arms are a little bit stiff, but you always find that with new figures usually. You are restricted with how high you can pull the arms up. I wouldn't go too high if I was you, and it does advise you in the box on the instructions not to pull the arms out too much. The suit, it's like a leathery sort of feel to it, so it does restrict it slightly. You can't give really extreme bends, especially around here, this area, but the knees are fine. This looks like a metal effect, but it's not. It's made out of plastic. Great paint apps on that. With the arms, the material is sort of moulded near enough to the body underneath, so it gives you more definition of the muscle of the Thor figure. I believe it's a true type body underneath. It's got the gauntlets on the arms. I found the hands a little bit loose when putting them into the pegs. Maybe it's just my figure, but I've managed to get them to stay there. Moving on down to the boots. Nice detail on the boots, again different from the older version. He does have articulation round by the ankle on the foot. It's very similar to the Ezio figure from Assassin's Creed. So that's a nice touch by Hot Toys. They haven't just given you a moulded boot. You do have some articulation, so you can give him some pretty good stances. Comes with a crappy old stand as usual. What else does he come with? Comes with quite a few hands. I'm showing him here with his hammer hand there and a more open palmed hand. He also has two fisted hands, as you can see here. He has the hammer hand for the other side of his body if you wish to show him in his left arm. He's got a more sort of open palm sort of hand. This is for holding his other accessory, which I'll show you in a minute. And he has a more aggressively open palmed hand. So you get the same hands either side of the body. Again, open palmed hand. And another, oh, that's the one for holding the accessory that it comes with, not the one I just showed you. And the accessory that it comes with is the Tesseract, I believe that's what it's called, that you see in the film. You cannot take this out, it is a solid piece. It would have been nice if it got a little bit of light in there, but I'm not bothered about that. I'm not going to show him with this anyway. But they seem to be bringing out a lot of the alien artifacts, like the weapons and things like that, with these Avengers figures. Nick Fury had one. He had the suitcase with the Tesseract inside. Black Widow had the alien rifle, and Captain America also had the alien gun as well, and now he's got this. What will the Hulk bring? Well, don't know. He's not out yet. But interesting to see if he brings something like this. I doubt it. Iron Man figure, when that comes out for this film, I don't know if I'm not really sure if he's going to come with any alien artifact either. I did have that one on order, but I've cancelled it purely for the fact that I want to get the Iron Man 3 movie figure instead. But anyway, back to this figure. I'm digressing. It also comes with the hammer. Now this hammer's quite heavy. It is, I believe it is actually like a light metal. It's got some nice detail on the handle. The handle and the hammer is different from the version that came out with the original Thor figure. It didn't have the little cap on the end either, and the design on the handle was different. The hammer head is virtually the same from what I can see in the pictures. Cape, hopefully spin him round without him falling over. Comes with the cape already on him, so you don't have to place that on, which is a blessing, because I should think it probably would have been a pain in the arse to do. Got some nice little folds already come in with the cape as it comes out of the box. You don't have to really move it about too much. The folds are all natural, which is great. All in all, brilliant figure to add to your collection. If you haven't got Thor and you didn't know which one to get, I would suggest this one. The other one came with the helmet. You can't put it on this figure, well I'm assuming you can't because the hair's a bit different, so you probably couldn't put the helmet on this one. But I'm going to buy the helmet from eBay and just have it in his hand possibly. Even though he didn't have the helmet in the Avengers movie, I just think it's a nice thing to add to this figure. Great detailing on the clothing there. Nice look. Sorry these videos are a bit brief on the description, but I'm sure you've all seen loads of videos on these figures already. As I said in previous videos, mine tend to come about a month and a half to 2 months after everybody else gets them, purely because I live over here in Britain and I'm not bothered about waiting for them. I believe the next figure that I will be getting, I've seen a couple of videos on him already on YouTube, will be the new DX Joker. That should be my next figure that comes in the post, but that probably won't be here till about May time, end of May maybe. All in all, superb figure. If you've got the money and you like this character, I'd definitely buy it, recommend it. Doesn't come with a huge amount of accessories, but it doesn't need to. It's Thor after all. The next video I will do will be a comparison between the two Black Widow figures. Then what I might do is put all my Avengers figures that I've got to date together, so you can see them as a collection, or I might just wait until the Hulk comes my way, do it then. If you want me to redo any videos on some of my figures, now I've got a slightly better camera, then feel free to request it and I will try to do them for you. Don't forget, I do have a second channel which is under my name, which is just Darren Baker, and that's purely board games. So if you're into board games, check that out. Otherwise, stick with this one. So until the next video, as always, thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't too informative, but gives you a good idea of what the figure looks like. Maybe it might push you over the edge and make you decide to splash out and get him. So catch you on the next video, guys.